Hey guys, welcome back, or welcome if you are new. Today we are going to be taking this Halloween hanger from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to do a little bit, I've not done this yet. I'm going to do a little bit of something new. I'm going to take some brown paint and I'm going to mix it with alcohol to dilute it to make a stain. Now I know you can do this with water, but I wanted to try and see if it would do better with alcohol. So the first thing I'm going to do is take a little bit of the brown paint and just squirt it in this container. And then I'm going to add in alcohol. That looks about right. And stir it up. I'm going to take the end of an old, just an old rag that I keep laying around. You can tell it's got other paints on it. And I'm going to use that to stain the entire pumpkin. And then what I'm going to do is come back in and put a piece of tape diagonally across it because I want to do a design on part of it. Okay. I'm going to try to put some parchment paper underneath this. I want to put some parchment paper underneath it to try to keep it from absorbing into my workbench. Okay, so my opinion of this, first of all, is that using the alcohol allows the color to stay darker and richer, because when you add water to it, it seems to dilute the color of it a little bit, so it does seem like it's staying a little bit darker. I wasn't expecting that. I don't hate it, but it does have a little bit more that has soaked in here, and again, that could be the wood, so it is what it is. But we are going to let this dry. Now that this has had a little bit of time to dry, I'm going to take a piece of just black tape. It doesn't have to be any certain type of tape. If you want to use painter's tape, you can. But I'm just going to put a diagonal piece across it. Just to give me a line to go off of to do my design. So I'm wanting to do kind of like a leopard or cheetah print on the bottom half of this. This part will show through and it's going to have a darker paint over top of it. But in order to do that, I thought what I would do instead of using my Cricut is just take a scrap piece of vinyl that I'm going to cut with scissors, cut out the shapes, place them on here, and then I'll be able to remove them once the paint has dried. Now this isn't something that you can do with painter's tape. You don't have to have vinyl to do this. You can do this if you get vinyl, even from the Dollar Tree. You can cut the vinyl and place it yourself. I'm just gonna do random shapes. Doesn't have to be perfect. But you don't have to have a Cricut or Silhouette or anything like that to be able to do a vinyl project. You can take a piece of vinyl and lay it out and draw what you want to on it and cut it out with scissors or a craft knife and get the same look that you want without having to invest in a cutting machine. Now, I love my cutting machine, don't get me wrong, but you don't always have the money to do those things. So that's another option for you. Now you can get these picking tools at the Dollar Tree. This one is a Cricut one, but I do have some that I've gotten from the Dollar Tree and they work just as good. I'm going to go onto the back side to try to keep from piercing the vinyl and just lift up the paper to remove the backing. And then put it down wherever it feels right. You can do this with painter's tape. You can do it with sticker paper. You can do this with Dollar Tree vinyl. You can do it with anything that has an adhesive backing that will allow for this type of placement. So I have all of the vinyl pieces laid down, have the tape across, and I'm debating if I want to do brown or if I want this bottom half to be white and make it a little bit brighter. I think I'm going to go with white. And again, I'm just using Apple Barrel acrylic paint for the white. Now, one thing I'm going to do is start on the tape or start on the piece of vinyl and work my way out. That way I'm not pushing any paint under the vinyl where it may bleed. And I'm not worried about getting a perfect coat of paint on it because I do plan on it having a distressed look. Now that the second coat is done before it dries, I'm going to remove the pieces of vinyl and a piece of tape using the weeding pick. So the next thing I've done is I've taped down 2 strips of the black tape to where I have a strip in the center that's going to separate the animal print from the bare wood. And I think I'm going to do that with black acrylic paint. So while we've got that to the side drying, I'm going to be cutting ribbon. All this came from the Dollar Tree to make a ribbon for the top of the pumpkin. Sometimes when I start crafting, I forget to start talking. So what I'm going to do is cut these pieces of ribbon at 8 inches. I'm going to cut 4 of the gingham print, 2 of the chevron print, and 2 of the polka dot print. I'm going to do a dovetail cut on all of these pieces of ribbon, and the easiest way to do that is to cut towards the center of your ribbon. For a long time I would do these and realize I cut them backwards, but just cut towards the center of your fabric and that will give you the dovetail look that you're looking for. To make our bow, we're going to use a piece of twine. I'm just going to lay it down first. You don't have to, but it's just the way I like to do it. Lay it down first, and then we're going to take our ribbon and start with whatever piece we want to show on the front. I'm going to alternate these, so I'm going to do a piece of the polka dot, do both of those. Then I'm going to do the checker print. Then I'm going to do the chevron print. And again. Now everything doesn't have to line up perfectly, but kind of have your ribbon in the middle. I can use my mat to kind of line it up around 4 inches since that's the center. And you're just going to tie it. I like tying it to where it's going to scrunch in the center. And then just wrap it around in each direction once. and tie it off in the back. Now when you flip it over, it'll look something like this, and you can just flare out all of your pieces. I like to pull one piece up and one piece down for each of the prints. And you can flare it out however much you want. If you want to make your bow fluffier, then you can always add more layers. Now once our sign is dry, we can place this ribbon on the sign and then it'll be ready to hang. And there we have it, a quick and easy door hanger from Dollar Tree Supplies. Now my apple barrel paint did not come from the Dollar Tree. However, Dollar Tree does carry a wide range of paint colors, so you can always get your paint there. I just find it's a little bit cheaper to get the bigger bottles at Walmart than what it is to spend money on the smaller bottles at the Dollar Tree. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to catch you on the next one.